it's time to meet the shortwave archivist. Thomas Witherspoon has a lot of amazing projects in the world of shortwave. He's the founder of Ears to Our World, which gets shortwave radios to teachers in schools and parts of the world that are off the grid, and plays a really valuable role in tying these places into the rest of the world. And Thomas has also started probably the most crazy project in the world, trying to archive all the shortwave radios in Pakistan, and he started a new site called shortwavearchive.org. Hi Thomas, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show, David. I really appreciate it. So a few years ago, here at the SWLfest, we had a topic about archiving shortwave broadcasts, getting all this audio out there, sharing it, getting some old audio people have on reel-to-reel tapes, on cassette tapes, digitizing it, taking care of it, and sharing it with the world. And so last year, I decided to start a site called shortwavearchive.com. And there, you can subscribe to a podcast and receive, at least weekly, all these different broadcasts from all over the world. Archived by people. We have contributors from Europe. I've had some from Asia. We have broadcasts going all the way back to 1968. Radio Moscow, Radio Australia, the VOA, lots of different broadcasters.
That's great. Did you bring something for us to play?
Yeah, yes, I did, in fact. Yeah. One of the things I look forward to listening to every year, and I hope it goes on forever, is the BBC's broadcast to the Antarctic Survey, the British Antarctic Survey. Happens during their winter, our summer up here in North America. And I brought that broadcast along to play for you guys today. I recorded it last year in June.
Okay. Roll it, Cosmo.
BBC World Service in London. Hello, Antarctica. This is the British Antarctic Survey Midwinter broadcast. I'm Martin Redfern. Here in the Cambridge headquarters of BAS are also Base Commander Matt Power and Peter Ganchakovsky, BAS Head of Human Resources. Hello to you both. Hello. And for anyone who's chancing on this program who's not frozen in the dark, welcome to you too to this special production for a guaranteed audience of 42. The hardy men and women, scientists and support staff who are stranded in the long dark night of the Antarctic winter, keeping 4 British bases there running until sunshine and skies return. Over the next half hour, we'll have your music requests, along with messages for you all, family and friends, and some surprise guests. Can you guess who this friend is? I do feel for you. Under in the midwinter. Virtual prizes if you can guess that one. And people have different hobbies to while away the long winter among the penguins. Scrabble, knitting, or perhaps ornithology. Just as well as the 4 of you marooned on Third Island agree with that. Now, Pat, you've been at the Halley base for several winters. What's it like? How important is this midwinter celebration?
This midwinter celebration, very important to everyone down south. It comes at a time when we're in the darkest, coldest period, and the winds for reasons 70 knots down at Halley. People can't really get outside because of the conditions. So when they hear their family and friends back home, it's a massive lift, and something that after wintering 3 times myself, we all sit around in front of the little radio console and listen every year, and it's one of the highlights of Midwinter's Day.
Excellent. Well, we're very pleased to share that. And Peter, BAS itself has been through a long, dark winter. How are things?
Well, I'm sorry, if my mic is down. We're pleased to share that with you. Well, it's so fascinating. It's a really great example of shortwave narrowcasting.
Yeah, narrowcasting down to just a team of really just a few people, and what a quaint way to get a message into Antarctica in the middle of the winter. So what I'd encourage you to do is head over to shortwavearchive.com, where you can listen to literally hundreds of recordings that we have on there. You can listen. You can also subscribe to the podcast. It's on iTunes. You can use your favorite podcast application and get the RSS feed directly off the front of our site. And better yet, contribute. If you've got some broadcasts that you have on cassette tape or on some other media and you'd like to digitize it, you need help, let us know. We've got a contact form. We've also got a form for submitting your own archive. And we'll share it with the world for you.
Thank you, Thomas. That was great.
Thank you.
We're going to wrap up this archival segment with a short excerpt of a piece by a radio producer named Connor Walsh, who actually has also been a broadcaster on RMZI, RMZI, and CRI. This is an excerpt of a work he has in progress called Little Waves of Indulgence, and I'll probably be playing more later. It's just about a 2-minute sample. It's talking about how he came to record off the radio as a boy hobbyist. And the segment will start after he talks about his father. He lived in Ireland, with Connor and his family. And his father bought him an old radio phone. And this is how Connor discovered it.
Plug it in. And as the valve starts, it slowly turned on. It warmed up. And I heard Wales. BBC Radio Wales. I think I got Cornwall too. All this was on medium wave, and maybe I even got hints of something on shortwave. What I definitely got was my new hobby. Listening to radio. It came from far away. International. There was even a shortwave magazine that I used to find sometimes if you went into town. I quickly learned to identify these stations by their sound. East Europeans sounded a certain way. Voice of America was unmistakable. And I learned that you could not only listen to shortwave, but you could write off to these radio stations and they would send you stuff back. It can be hard to make out addresses over shortwave or by cassette recorder. And that led to this pile of cassettes that were in my parents' attic. The weird thing is that with the exception of that one-off pen-pal request, mostly listening to shortwave, it wasn't really about the program. It was the novelty. You'd listen, you'd keep a note what was in the programs. At the end, they'd read out an address you'd wrote. Then you could write off, and the station would send you back a card and stuff confirming that you'd heard them, like photos of the staff and the radio station.
You're listening to Voice of Korea News.
And that was the main reason I was recording. That was the only reason I was recording. Pretty much all of these tapes, it's all pause record, waiting during the program, just to get the address at the end. Unpause, pause, get the address, done. The actual content, I wasn't that interested.
Okay, well, right now I'm in a depression. Depression? Yes. That you have to deal with this family. You must never, not my 39 years of marriage to my wife.
We've all heard stuff like that, I'm sure. So thank you, Connor Walsh, for that great piece. Now we're going to go back into a segment of recorded pieces. I'd like to introduce the next piece. It was a really wonderful piece of music composed by songwriter in Portland, Oregon, Ryan Stibley, who we encountered each other through SoundCloud. He followed some of my sounds, and I listened to some of his sounds, and I realized he had an interest in shortwave radio. So I wrote him and asked him if I commissioned a piece for him to make for us tonight. And we'll start off our next segment, and this is called Heavenly Static by Ryan Stibley. Hi, Ryan. Ryan texted us to say that we're coming in loud and clear in Portland, Oregon. So everyone say hi to Ryan. Okay. Here we go.
musician, small business owner. By day, I work at an internet company. I've been listening to shortwave radio since I was a teenager. I was given a radio from my uncle, and I've been listening on and off ever since. It's exciting for me. It's like fishing. It's such a great sense of discovery and wonder when you pick up something that you've never heard before. It's otherworldly, and it's amazing.
There is a switch chronometer to give you the exact time. At the final turn, it will be 13 hours 15 British Mean Time. Train red 60 Medium West, 50 meters au fond, traffic.